Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Create. I have got a couple of things that I want to do, but let's take a look in our iron. Well, let's take a look in here and check our iron. I don't think we have any. Beautiful. We have one singular iron nugget, so we definitely need to go mining. And I want to do a little bit of terraforming over here. Get rid of all of this. There isn't a lot, but just get rid of it all, so then we can build a nice building right here and a lovely little crop area over here. I did pop into Creative World to build these items, so I have a schematic. Hold on. So if we go like this, we've got the schematic cannon and all of this other stuff. So all I need to do is I need to set this all up and get all the items, and it will pop it and literally build it all by itself. So the first thing we need to do is we need to terraform some of this land. So let's go. As I was making my shovel, I realised that I have 52 iron nuggets in the chest. So we're currently not too bad for these. I'm gonna stick these back in here so I know exactly where they are. Now let's take a look at all of this flat ground that we now have. It goes all the way down there, and even if we wanted to expand it a bit more, we 100% could just add some more dirt around. But this is going to be an amazing area for us to do some of our builds, which is perfect. So we are going to put a build just right here, which is going to be our new auto food farm. So it's literally this back here, but we're going to make it look nice and have its own little building just here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to make is the cannon. So we're going to put these here just like this, 2 blocks like this, and then 2 on the side of spruce logs just like that. That is how you make the schematic cannon, and we are going to need this for our build. Okay, so the next thing we're going to make is the table. So you want to put the 2 smooth stone here and 3 slabs right there. That is a table, and then we're going to get some light blue dye and some paper and make some empty schematics. So while I was making all of that stuff, I just went ahead and made myself a clipboard, as we're going to need that as well. You could also just use an empty book, but what you're going to want to do is you want to put your schematic table down. You want to right click it. Mine is already set to the auto harvesters. You also got the food house and the auto mine, which we will be doing those as well soon. So I want this one as the auto food house. The auto harvesters is what we'll be making just behind it. Then you want to get your empty schematic, place it in there, and then click the tick, and it will load all the way across until you have the right schematic. Then you have got this massive box. It just depends on how big yours is. So now you just want to figure out where you want to put it, and then you just need to right click and it will come up just like this. Of course mine's a bit underground just because I have things under there as well, which I want to be placed. But if you just hold and you just scroll through all of them, you can move the position up and down. All you got to do is you got to hold the scroll and control, and you just move it up and down just like this. So I want it to be right here just like this. I think, oh yeah, I kind of like it there. It gives a little gap right there. There's enough space. So now we've got the position of where we want it. All we need to do is we need to go into the schematic cannon. Just place this anywhere near. Oh, first of all, I do need to grab a chest, because in this chest what we're going to do is we're going to put all of our items in there, which will build the building. So if we open this up, it looks a little bit scary, but don't worry, it's not that bad. We're going to get your schematic. You're going to pop it just there. Now we need some gunpowder. I don't have a lot, so I don't know if this will complete the whole thing. Stick it in there, and then I want to put my clipboard or your book just up there, and there we go. Now we have the materials checklist, and you just right click, and here is everything. I've got 7 pages. Obviously I don't need the dandelions, but wow. And we can tick each one off once we have used them and we have them, and then we're just going to fill it up into here. So let's go do that right now. Alright, so I officially have all of the items that I need to make this build. Hopefully this is everything I need and I haven't missed anything out. I have been ticking as I go along, and as you can see, all the things that I do actually need are ticked off. So what we need to do is we need to right click this and we just need to click this button right here. So are you ready? Let's go. Now how nice, oh, we are missing a couple blocks, but don't worry about that, I'll get to that. But how nice was that? I mean, apart from the missing blocks, which is completely fine, this turned out awesome. Now let's take a look, and as you can see, it is all working completely fine. So what happens is they burn down here, and then they come down, they get taken, and it gets all stored into here, and just half a stack comes and sits down here at a time, and basically you just come in and you just grab it. I need to add the floor because apparently that didn't want to go on either. Okay, so now that is all done, we can hop back into our schematic cannon and just pick up the empty schematic, so we can literally just reuse this all over again. So what I want to do next is I want to make a nice little farm just at the back, which again I have already done this, which is auto harvesters right here. So let's click it right there and get this made, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Okay, so this right here is going to be where the auto farms are going to be, or the auto harvesters, and there is going to be 3 of them. They're going to be at different heights, and then this isn't too hard to make, so let's just get straight into it. So these are our material checklists, and luckily this time we only have 3 pages and they're not too bad to make. So let's jump straight into it. Okay, so I've had to head back on to the game. As I was editing this video, I noticed that my other half of the video was corrupted. So I am back to basically show you everything that has happened while I was recording that video. So I got these crop farms all ready. They are working just like so, and there's lots of mechanics going on underneath, which I will show you right now. I think it's right here. Yep, perfect. So, okay, this is help, someone help me. Oh my gosh, this is definitely the worst spot that I could have jumped straight down into. So I'm just going to crawl my way over here and basically show you how this works. Okay, so we have the auto harvester, which is going to go round. As you just saw right there, it is going round and it is spinning, and it is collecting all of the wheat and the seeds. That then gets taken down into the portable storage interface, sent out straight into the chute, and then just comes down and follows down into here, hops straight onto this belt. This one right here is doing exactly the same as this one, and exactly the same as this one, as you just saw. So it's all connecting onto one belt just here, running onto this belt and coming over and up, and it is going onto a weighted ejector, which if I leave, how do I get out? If I quickly go into here, I can show you. So it hits onto this weighted ejector. It will then bounce over here onto this other weighted ejector, and then straight into the brass funnel, which has some of our cows in, which are pretty damaged. Okay, but that is basically how it works, and it is set up the exact same way as the other one was. And then once they all burn and I get my food, oh my goodness, ow. Once they all burn and I get my food, it all comes down here. So it all comes down here and then goes straight into this funnel right here, this brass funnel, and into the item vault, where there's a lovely piece of dirt waiting there as well. But I have only set this to 32, so 32 will come on here at a time. And basically what I do is I just come in and then I just take them off and just go about my merry way. But over here it still looks a little bit messy, as you can see. But how I got the cows over to that side is I got this carry-on mod. Oh, I ain't even got any cows left. Let me do it with my horse. So literally I just pick. Wow. The horse has shrunk like 10 times. That's actually crazy. So basically what happens is, you know, I take a little sniff of the cow's bum, and then I put drop them straight into where I want them to come back. Horsey. What do I call this guy? Kevin. Careful, Kevin. So it's pretty simple. It was like very easy to get that done. But I do need to get rid of this. Also, I did upgrade my item vault because I had to start storing things in here like it was another chest. And I didn't really like that. So I did make another item vault. So unfortunately this is going to be a shorter episode today because like I said, my file did get corrupted, which again I am not too happy about, but there's quite literally nothing I can do about it. It's not like I can restore it or anything. It is gone, and that is that. But again, all I can do is do what I'm doing right now and show you how to do it. So I do hope you have enjoyed. Now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a stack of wheat into this brass funnel, which will then give enough to feed these cows just while it is all growing. Oh, ow. So none of it is grown right now, so I'm just giving it some time, so giving it some extra loving by giving them some more. What did I just pick up? Who knows? But yeah, so that is that, and I do need to do a bit of terraforming around the edges, but right now we will not talk about that. And I do hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm sorry it's a bit shorter, but this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.